All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Golden
Kamuy, Season 5, Episode 7. Because, yes,
Ugh.
there would be a Kamuy for gold, wouldn't there?
Yes, there would.
But there was a part of me that was like, oh man, if only we had like one of those like totally not creepy Halloween masks, you know?
My God.
And we just started the video with one of those on, just being like, welcome everyone. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so creepy.
Tsurumi.
Tsurumi.
Goddamn.
Peak villain.
Yes.
Like, honestly,
Yes.
honestly, I have to read the manga now, especially
God,
after...
that page turn must have been...
The page turn must have been so good. But Tsurumi... You have a very dicey situation right outside both doors.
Mm-hmm.
You've also got potential more people coming as well.
Yep.
There is a lot that is about to explode here.
Uh-huh.
Everything has been exploding, honestly. But
right.
The scary thing is that Ashippa and Sophia are still right there.
Yeah.
They're very real hostages that he has. Unfortunately, Sakishima is not... like, you know, on the full betray, Tsurumi train.
They're listening
at this point.
in, and they very well may be the
and
Tsurumi's first line of
Koito's there
defense.
as well. But maybe they'll cancel each other out
Maybe.
if things get a little bit scarier.
All I'll say is that now, anytime our protagonist is getting, like in other stories, is getting a monologue from the villain, and the villain is making a lot of sense, if the villain isn't leaking fluid from their forehead while wearing the skinned face of their father... What are you even doing? Are you even trying?
Are you even trying?
Why rely on, like meta, like this is probably a bad idea. I don't know if you can trust this guy when you can have the full, like, nightmare of just, like, the words make sense. And dear God.
See, this is why being a DM is the best, because every time new fiction comes along, you just get to eat good and just save it for later. I'm like, I will bank that and use it later. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. He digs his claws in deeper.
What the fuck? I'm gonna suffocate this lady with your dead dad's face.
Oh my God.
I didn't realize it could get worse. God.
Yeah, his name. Yeah. Ah! Yeah! No! Okay.
God, the way it was
just leaking. Like,
fuck.
Ipopte. Oh, hey. Kikuta, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the taste of bread, Mr. Frodo. Oh.
親父は俺が成長した時に自分用のマキリを作れるように作る姿をさりげなく見せていたんです。
Oh. That is a bear. That is a baby bear.
マキリに使う木は硬くて軽い板やカエデじゃなきゃダメだ。たまにブツブツと聞こえるように言うんです。
Right.
俺はアイヌだってからかわれたら思いっきり喧嘩したし。頼まれたら和人だろうが助けに行きました。なんかアイヌとかめんどくさいなって。でも親父が作るマキリは代々伝わるもんようだから兵隊へ行った俺にマキリを作
Oh. Oh. Yeah, you can see the tears welling up in his eyes.
Fuck.
Soldiers in the trenches have the roughest stories.
So now...
You found it? Yeah! Whoa!
Shit.
Ah, bringing it all the way back there. Wow, okay. He hasn't... He hasn't seen him yet. He's still too focused on everything.
Uh-huh.
土方歳三のアジトを伝えに来ました。今なら一網打尽にして向こうの入れ墨認否を奪います。
Whoa!
その入れ墨認否を全部
Oh shit!
こっちへ。
Crap!
Fuck!
Crap!
Okay, okay, okay.
Uh-huh! Uh-huh! Oh!
While still wearing the face.
He's still...
Yeah.
He's not even...
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh my god. He's like trying to think, wait, how does this name... Good man, Ariko.
Fuck.
Yeah. 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 No, we're just gonna start dropping characters, yep. Whoa. Finally gonna learn what that means.
And then he gets shot in the head. Yep.
Just done.
Fuck. Meanwhile, at the vantage point.
Oh. Oh!
What? What?
That was him! That was good! That was sneaky!
Shit. Okay.
You gotta move now.
Nice, bring that
You
back.
absolute legend, you.
Oh, your ass is too thick.
Oh my gosh. These two. Yes. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, now everything that Tsurumi said.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Hey!
That horse needs to be given a medal.
Yeah.
Right. So now she's got to tell multiple people so that way it's still a chase. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's dead. There's no way. That was right. Even if it missed his heart barely.
Yeah.
Oh!
What?
Does he have a bulletproof vest on or something like?
Was there something underneath there that
Did
stopped the bullet?
Did the Monaco? Did the knife save him?
Oh my god! That would be perfect. That would be perfect.
Oh, a real person.
Where the bullet hit.
Uh-huh. Wait. That's
Holy
amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't go talking about future
Yeah.
stuff and things like that. Yeah. Just better that you're alive.
Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
We don't need a Sherpa anymore. Huh?
We don't need a Sherpa anymore.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
No. No.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it was, but it wasn't. What?
我々が隣の部屋で聞いていること
Oh, the smell.
出たすぐそこで極東を支配せよと凄む大国ロシアの軍港は
Oh.
にとって極めて危険なものに変わりはない
Fuck.
何より全てを捧げてきた月島
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
飛びつきたいほど欲し
Yeah.
But if I tell him this,
Shit.
and it was the two of us in there,
Oh no.
Tsurumi, you're a genius. If you
He
spun the
smelled
whole
the-
bit
he
of
smelled
theater
the beer.
for
He's like-
everyone that
he's
was
like,
that was
oh.
there.
All right.
王様
Okay.
Oh. Wait. So it's a color coded thing. So then
女はその意図で愛する夫に着物を折った。だが土砂降りの雨になったので慌てて家に帰ると腰のあたりが茶色くなっていることに気づいた。門倉の持っていた入れ墨人皮が水に濡れ、その後に金属の釜に触れた。
Because he's just that lucky.
wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
偽物の入れ墨人皮
Yeah.
を作った剥製屋は
Oh.
こだわりがあったかもしれない。
Incredible.
凌駕する偽物を作ってしまったのか。
Wow.
All right. That's our ticket.
So they can tell which ones are fakes.
やっぱり条件を満たしていないものが偽物だった。そしてイポッテが持たされてきた5枚の中に、そして暗号を解く鍵はやっぱり父の名前。狼に追いつくという意味のアイヌ語。ホロケオシコニで。
Yeah.
それぞれの入れ墨人皮には様々な共通する音の漢字が入っていた。それには気がついていたが。
So now, as long as we get all of them. He's losing his goddamn mind trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
海賊坊太郎が最後に教えてくれた。
Oh
Yes,
shit.
which is what?
Yeah.
アイヌが大昔に集めた金塊を最初に隠した場所。
Oh.
Okay, yeah, so
We can
start
set up a
moving
trap
now.
there.
Right, yeah, that is absolutely how you want to do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Perfect. Perfect.
暗号解読のために入れ墨人皮を広げるにはちょっと狭い。座席をいくつか引っこ抜くか。
Ushiyama just be like, I will tear apart the.
担当者は後ろですよ。
So,
そうだから早く出て行った方がいい。
yeah.
に迷惑だよ。
Oh my god, we're getting the
音
time.
の漢字がいくつも入っている。
Oh shit.
でもホロケオシコニ以外は全ておとりだ。そして皮を重ねるとぴったり文字の感覚が合うものがある。
It's so simple.
Uh-huh.
あくまで和人と協力して金塊を見つけろという。ウィルクの伝言でも。
Maybe.
Sure.
Could be.
だって鶴見中尉たちとこうしてる可能性も。
That's true.
やったわけだしね。
これは坊太郎がくれた金貨だ。この中に入れ墨人皮とよく似た文様。
Very similar.
何か重要な意味があるのではないだろうか。
Oh, look at where the lines don't intersect.
アイヌたちが殺し合ったのも、アチャがのっぺらぼうになったのも、想定していたことではなかったはず。
こりゃいいや。俺らだけの特等席だね。
You okay, Ben?
俺は地獄行きの特等席。
Oh.
忘れてくれ。
Oh.
のことも全部忘れろ。
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, what?
That's the whole Norabo thing.
Right. But
Yeah.
holy shit. Okay.
Okay. We've got the code. We know the way to detect the fakes.
Yep.
We're moving here.
We're moving.
We're leaving Sapporo.
This
This is gonna be nuts.
I don't know if my heart can keep taking this.
Yeah.
Right. And granted, you know, this is final season, right? So yeah. But like the okay, now Sophia's gonna be suffocated, smothered with Wilk's face in front of a Sherpa as the like, you gotta tell me the code, you know? You wanna save her. Oh my God! Like
Tsurumi got what he wanted. He won. He doesn't have all the skins, obviously, but he has enough to then get probably within the right general area.
Yep.
And it's probably just going to be a thing of where he has enough people, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like,
he has an army.
He has a small army. He can make it work. Yeah.
And the idea that the show just keeps using that wonderful little gimmick of the fluid coming from his forehead. You know, that's his tell, right? He can't do anything about it. I cannot describe.
Sick.
Yeah. I cannot describe how much heebie-jeebies that gave me.
Yeah.
How much I was just like, no, like nah.
So gross.
I need to go find a toilet to puke into.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Like,
yeah.
That and when it starts like actively like kind of spraying out, no. Like it's visually. It's not even that crazy visually, right?
No.
It's just there's liquid. Okay, cool. You know,
It's just your body's not supposed to do that.
your body's not supposed to do
so
that.
gross.
And we know the context of everything that this means and how fucked up of a person he is. And the idea that on top of all that,
Yeah. On top of all that.
Koito, Tsukishima, you took a bath in some mighty fine beer.
Yes, you did. The Sapporo beer.
Which it is delicious.
It's pretty damn good light beer,
it's pretty damn good. And so he very easily could have smelled you. The two of you were pressed up.
The two of you were there.
Yeah. Or at the very least that someone was there. That he had an audience. It was not his time to fully reveal his true colors.
And
because
thus
the performance must go on.
Right. And thus the stuff that he was saying to a Sherpa, you cannot take as his true self because obviously that was him threatening to strangle Sophia.
Right.
That has to be theater.
Yes.
Tsurumi is a greater man than that.
Yeah. It's
Right. But if that's theater, then all of it must be theater.
Right. If he is the kind of person that would be capable of that kind of theater and would think to do that kind of theater, then you cannot like the
You can't
logical
take
progression
any of the
must
stuff that he
happen.
said before that with a
And what I love
being
about
hard
this,
fact, yeah.
and what I love about this is that Koito does not have to be right,
no.
right?
No.
Like he could absolutely be wrong, but what this is it's his own conscience and better judgment, realizing I cannot trust Tsurumi.
Well, also,
And so when I see the opportunities to basically question and be like,
well, it's not just that. It was that Tsukishima was about to betray Tsurumi there.
yeah,
And because he said that, he didn't.
right.
So he knows now, I need to judge whether or not I tell Tsukishima this.
Yeah.
Because if I tell this to Tsukishima, he's going to be like,
Yep. Oh fuck.
oh, I'm going to kill that man.
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna
exactly.
kill that man.
Right.
Like,
and
yeah.
we are again in a situation where Koito is a single point of failure for information.
with Tsurumi.
With Tsurumi.
It's incredible.
And
that little tiny look as Koito kind of like had this incredulous like wait. He looks back at Tsurumi, and Tsurumi looks at him through the crack of the door.
I can't.
God, Tsurumi is a demon.
Tsurumi is a demon. He is an incredible villain, and I hate him so much. And I can't look away. I'm like, oh fuck. Like this show is.
Yeah, I'll glaze him till the end of time. This is incredible.
I don't usually have like when I really love a show, right? And it's coming towards the end. I'll be like, no, not yet. It's too soon. Here, in this specific instance related to Tsurumi, I'm like, good. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Yeah.
Like he is such a sick fuck. I need to see him 6 feet into the ground.
Yeah.
Like
He's scary.
I need it. He's scary. He's scary. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ipopte survived. Just barely.
Yep.
Ariko saved by the Makiri.
Yeah.
I loved the soldiers in the trenches talking while they're bloodied up and barely alive to just try and keep each other, confident
Sane.
and positive. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think that is one of my favorite tropes for why we need to have a scene of two characters having a conversation.
Sure.
Is that it's hey, we don't need to know why they're bloodied up.
Nope.
We don't need to see the conflict or the battle or what have you. We just see them in the trenches and suddenly we know. We're like, all right, cool.
Yep.
And we've got this war that's been, properly established, so that's fine. We're getting to know Kikuta a lot more, and we're setting up some really cool things with him and Sugimoto potentially from even before the war and everything there.
Yep.
Which means he potentially knows Kikuta's real name as well. And that could be another thing as well. Which could tell us what Kikuta's actual motivations and goals here are as well.
Oh, yeah.
He might be using the
Yep.
Japanese government. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's a cool thing for next episode. But for now, it's the, hey, the people that were Ainu that ended up kind of feeling their identities dissolve as there's so much more mingling with the Japanese,
Yep.
and end up going through a cultural kind of transformation. It's brutal. Yeah, it's a rough dynamic that I don't even really fully understand, but it's something that is really, really, I don't know. It hits to have someone who then, in his role in the actual conflict, has been forced to play multiple sides and pretend like he's caring so strongly about the goals of all these other men and stuff, when it's I actually just am filled with regret of I could have held on to more of the culture of my father and my family, but I didn't, because
and it's not
it just bugged me that I was constantly discriminated against for being Ainu.
Right, and I was a kid, and I was a dumb kid that didn't want to listen to his dad, and all of these other things, right? There's something that they say, and you don't really see the value in it, and so you ignore it, and then it's oh wait, but now it's too late, and it's too late on multiple angles, right? Both because his dad died, right, and also because who knows if he'll ever be able to go back home, right?
Not really.
So
yeah, I mean, it carried over into adulthood as well, and is something that he said, was like feeling like being an Ainu is a pain in the ass, and so no, he's not holding on to any of the traditions and culture and stuff, and thus making that makiri is not something for some woman that he's wanting to end up
it's for
spending
himself.
a life with. It's for himself, so that he can kind of fulfill a promise, or in some ways make his father proud from beyond the grave. And it's like, oh shit, like in a lot of ways, a lot of these characters' motivations just end up being about trying to do right by those that they didn't get to basically live their lives free. They had to they had to suffer all these great hardships, and so the living for the dead is what a lot of this story really boils down to. And in what way is that unhealthy, and in what way is there honor in that? There's definitely a fine line between kind of you need to live for yourself, like stop trying to
what balance are you going to strike,
right? Or in what way do we honor the dead but let them go? Well,
we know one person who very much is not letting go of the dead.
No.
Tsurumi.
Yeah, Tsurumi. But now Ashirpa is basically taking all the things in which she has honored her father in those specific ways, and listened just enough to be able to clue into a lot of this here. And and yet now I'm pretty certain she's like, I wish I would pay it more attention as I'm like trying to solve this clue in this code here.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the detail that it's he couldn't have known what was going to happen. Luke couldn't have known, and so everything that he made of like the clues and all that stuff, that's something that he figured out in Abashiri. Right? Where it's
he had time basically to sit there and think.
Yeah, and come up with something that hopefully she'd be able to understand, but only she'd be able to understand, right?
Right.
So, I like that we also have the concrete progress now of everyone knowing the secret for how to crack the code.
Well, they know how to tell whether something's a fake. They don't know how to crack the code yet.
No, they haven't cracked the code yet, but they know the clue of Vilk's. I
get what you're saying. They have the clue. They don't know how to use it to crack the code, is what I was saying.
Yeah, but they are currently working on that.
They're currently working on that. Right.
But the idea that now it's
how do we apply this into the
We've
puzzle?
simplified it down to two sides because Tsurumi is enough of a threat that everyone kind of has to gang up against him, right?
Basically, yeah.
And now it's just who gets there fastest. And how's this all going to go down?
Yeah, and part of this is that Botaro gave them the location that they could infer from there that the gold must not have been moved far.
Right.
Because it's a lot of gold, and if it's going to be moved, it's going to be moved
secretly and all that. Yeah.
But you could theoretically just go to the area, look at the geography, and go, wait, oh, there's a literal mine or something over here. Like, there's literally a place that would be perfect to hide things.
Even though Tsurumi does not have the same clue that Botaro gave the rest of them, he knows the location where the Ainu were killed.
Yeah.
So like that's
right, which is part of it.
Right. Well, or at the very least, he can do a little bit of what they're doing of get probably closer as he
It's the rough thing of where, like, hey, he does have a regiment, but they're on a big ass island. Like, this island of Hokkaido.
Yeah.
Just knowing it's on Hokkaido somewhere doesn't give you enough
definitely
to do anything,
Well, and there's also the whole possibility of, like, okay, does he split up his troops to follow them / stop them? Does he not trust his troops enough, if they end up actually finding the gold and he has to keep them all consolidated, right? Like, who's to say?
Who's to say? There's some fun theories regarding Tsurumi's, like, old ties to Japan and stuff.
Okay.
That could be interesting to tie in with, like, if his motivations are not the enrichment of Japan, but it's something like
something else.
Well, right, but not something so alien from that. Like, if it's something specific, it's not so general,
No, right.
That could be. It was just something that feels like it's setting up with the connection of why Kikuta is so important in the story.
Sure.
That Kikuta could be from the time when Tsurumi was back in that whole line of things as well. And so Tsurumi and Kikuta might also then know each other from, like, their younger days and stuff.
I like it.
That's just an idea I had.
One of the things that I did really like in this episode is how Ogata and Vasily are still doing their sniper battle. And it's like, because we are in, like, fast-moving plot and everything, we don't focus on the sniper battle.
No.
We just know that it's happening in the background, right? Ogata is pinned down, Vasily is waiting for him, and then, shit, he figured out a way to actually...
He used the freaking firefighters.
Exactly.
The firefighters.
To sneak his way out, and shit, I can't hesitate that much, like...
Yeah, and because of the snow on the white of his gun wrapped in the cloth directly behind the firefighter, pole thing.
Yeah, made it not, like, stand out
Then he's
as
like,
much.
whoa, wait a minute. And then right as he's about to notice, like, shit, he's going.
Yep. Also, they detail that Ogata got to his butt, and then he actually had to, like... like, just the men in Golden Kamuy are caked up, and I love that it is canonical.
Oh, yes, completely canonical.
But
we've teamed up with Hijikata's crew.
Yep, we have our good luck charm on our side.
Yep, we have a little bit of odd things with the kanji kind of pointing towards specific painted lines or tattooed lines on the skins. That's something that we'll have to figure out for later. But yeah, you need to forget about Hanazawa Yusaku.
Interesting.
I'm trying to think. Hanazawa as a name does sound familiar.
I was wondering if for a second that was the wife of the friend that he was, like, getting the money for to, try and get the treatment or something. But I don't think so. I don't know why that would have been brought up there.
I don't think so, no. But yeah, the name being the reveal for the episode is
right.
Interesting.
And why would Sugimoto need to forget about you, Kikuta? Like what's the deal there?
It's probably something around the idea of him being some kind of a government spy. Like he's doing his spy stuff.
Yeah, and maybe it's just that makes it so that Sugimoto knows, oh hey, we might have a friend in Kikuta.
Yes, in Tsurumi's group. which could be fun.
Right.
But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.